down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. He's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On second down now, Blunt. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stat. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going with that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw is Prescott.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Prescott finding Witten. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Prescott yet again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Maher able to put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Here we go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now Blunt. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Blunt able to push his way through. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on 1st down. Blunt. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Here we go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run again with Blunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st down, Blunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Blunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 19 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Samuels. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Blunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now. Blunt, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. 54. All day, dude. All day.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Prescott on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That one complete to Elliott.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away, then the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Check three, check three, check three.
25-yard line.
Out. Alert, alert. Black,
Here's Samuels again. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles, thanks for watching, everybody.